Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your November reading. So, already November. I've meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about this month. The first card that I have is the Ten of Wands. So right away, you're starting with the end of a cycle. And it's the end of a cycle that used to hold you back. That in a way hold you back from who you truly are. I say that because after I have the Devil and then I have the Star. So this month, Scorpio, you are going to face what is truly holding you back, what you've been carrying on your shoulders that you don't need to carry anymore. For some of you, we're talking about events from the past that, we keep remembering that time that this happened and we're carrying it with us. Others of you will do just like a big cleanup of everything that, you don't need to keep anymore, that kind of renewal. But for many of you, this is more on like a soul growth way, letting go of what is not you. Ten of Wands. Under, I have the Four of Wands and the Empress. And under that, I have the Knight of Wands. A lot of wands here for you, Scorpio. And this is all things that were affecting your willpower. Four of Wands, this is when everything is on the surface. There's nothing happening behind the scene, and we can actually celebrate with other people. It is where everything is clear. That's why it can represent the house, the home, even the body. With the Empress here, that is your divine feminine. The axe from which you get your inspiration, unconditional love, abundance in your life, inspiration, connection with the divine. It is all through the Empress. And here, Knight of Wands. You can't fly and go for what you truly want and desire if you're carrying 10 swords. So there's that switch that is going to happen this month. Under the Devil, I have the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Now, the Seven of Wands is defending one's boundaries. This is what I truly want and desire. I'm not going back down there again, down the hill. No way. I am keeping my ground. I am standing on higher grounds, holding my will. Queen of Swords. No bullshit, Queen. I am willing, and I'm going to speak my truth, because here with the Seven of Wands, you've been hurt, you've been beaten at one point, and you're not going back there. So you've got that very keen eye of the falcon, kind of the eagle kind of eye on who's in front of you, what is in front of you. And you have no intention of going back under here. You kind of see it clearly. Under that, I have the Two of Wands. Here, through inspiration, I think, you kind of got that new wand, a kind of a second wind, a new compass, a new passion, a new way of doing. That kind of open up a new path in front of you through that wisdom eye and through that knowledge that, no, that's it, now I'm going better, but I'm not going down there anymore. I'm not carrying these wands anymore. I am dropping this. That opened up a new path in front of you, Two of Wands. That notion, that understanding, that new vision of things. You are cutting a karma, you are finishing a cycle. Under the Star, here. The star, this is when you are truly aligned with who you are. You don't have any more false responsibilities or projections of other people, of roles and whatnot. You are who you are, that soul inside of you. And you are aligned with your stars. That means the universe can start playing with you. Off with the masks. Under that I have the Queen of Pentacle. That inner knowledge that you have, like your perception now will be, I'm enough. I have what it takes to do whatever I want. I am comfortable with who I am, and I know I can make it. And because of that, I am supported. Supported by myself, supported by the universe, supported by the people around you if you have that. But not because I'm willing now to drop the old stuff, because now I realize the truth about myself. And here that will provoke Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands seems to come up. I will not be afraid of what can come, because I can't take another wand. Not another one. I already have 10, and I'm already like, what's next? That understanding, that judgment, that new perception aligned with who you are, that is what is going to move the Wheel of Fortune for you. You're making a judgment call, Scorpio. And you're a judgment call on what used to affect your willpower. And that will, bottom of the deck I have 10 of Swords. That will end Cycle of Wands, what you've been carrying with you, that probably got you just tired of swimming against the current there, because you've been carrying such a weight on you. And the beliefs and the thoughts and the way you used to maybe let things happen or whatever. 10 of Swords, that's when you're conscious of all of it. And that's why it's the end of the night and you can see the dawn coming up at the horizon. Let's clarify this for Scorpio spirit. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Scorpio for the month of November. Okay, what is that 10 of Wands for Scorpio spirit? What is that 10 of Wands? Judgment. There is the judgment. You're making a judgment, and here is the star. Like, look at the difference between this guy with 10 wands on his shoulder and this lady who is completely naked. No luggage at all. Because when we strip down to our soul, we don't have any luggage. We don't have any weight of somebody did that, or you know, I'm carrying this. All of this becomes irrelevant. Because our soul connected with the universe is just pure love and abundance and so on. Intelligence greater than what we can have the concept here. So this is a healing. This is inspiration. This is light from within. Not shining from the outside. Light from within. Judgment. Of everything you are carrying, you're making a judgment. I'm dropping this. Now, the devil is probably not going to be very happy with that. You're breaking chains this month. Breaking chains. Death. Yes, this is going to be left behind. The moon and death. These are two cards of the same quest. It begins with the moon, it ends with death, crossing those two pillars in the back that are in the background of the death card. This is facing what you've been carrying inside that has been limiting you, preventing you from ascending, preventing you from having a much more abundant, luminous, creative life that you should have had until now. Because you are willing to cut that chain now and move from that. The Star. Show me the Star for Scorpio. The Devil and the Four of Cups. That was one of your devil things. The Star, and now see we have Three of Cups in the air. Three of Cups, 3 cups on the floor that you're looking with a sad face, not seeing everything that the universe wants to give you. And that's what his inner speech is about. All you see is all there is. Those 3 cups that you've experienced, don't expect anything more. That's it for you. That's the speech. And that's what you've been carrying, because those 3 cups were not so great. What the emotional fulfillment wasn't so extraordinary, or it could have been very fine, but it's just there's more. And you didn't really see it. And you didn't grab it either. You had to go within for that. And allow yourself to grow, transform, listen to your inner Empress here. And then it becomes 3 cups in the air of joy, of celebration with other people. So that moment where you connect with your inner soul, and on the Star card that you're aligned, you kind of become completely conscious of that. And that is what you can let transform if you choose to. And say, you know what, I'm going to take that cup. Thank you, universe. I'm going to accept that extra cup of love for me, of inspiration, of grace, of well-being. I'm going to take it. Let's look at, the Empress and the Four of Wands. Here I have Strength, 10 of Swords. You do have the 10 of Swords there. So yes, it is seeing the difference, that judgment call, seeing the difference between what is in your higher self, the lady, compared to what is in the lion. And that the lion is our ego, our programming, our matrix there, the programming we came to live. The lion is our animalistic side that recorded in the brain all of the experiences that we've went through until now, and that made conclusions, and that is always trying to lead. The Strength card and the Empress, they both have white dresses, except that the Empress will have pomegranate on them, like what is in the back cloth of the High Priestess there. So it's that capacity of seeding. It's the fruit of life. It's some will say, the apple of the Garden of Eden, of consciousness. That consciousness that comes down. It is the represented sometimes by the pomegranate, among other things, the pomegranate. So here, with a crown of 12 stars of the whole cosmos, having that consciousness, that intelligence that is now going to lead. And that is why we can rise above the weight that we've been carrying, and 10 of Swords, finishing that cycle of swords. Now here, the Knight of Wands, you've been giving a wand. The Fool. So there it is. From holding on to things, even if they were heavy and painful, or whatever, but I am holding on to what I know, or jumping into my new life. This, I'm willing to do a leap of faith. We do a leap of faith, not like, oh, I hope somebody will catch me. You do a leap of faith because you have faith. And you have faith when you're connected with your higher self and you feel and know that inner truth. Then jumping, knowing that the universe has your back, is going to be much more easy. So at one point it's like, yes, my new way of understanding, seeing life, goal, my new path, I'm going to jump in it. I will not remain exactly the same way as it was for maybe a long time for you guys. Depends on who, of course. No. Poo-poo. That's Black Buddy, of course. So, alright. Now, let's clarify your Queen of Swords with your Seven of Wands. That was under the Devil here. There you go. We have the Eight of Cups with the King of Wands. So they're carrying that new wand, that kind of notion of new vision that, no, I'm not going back down the hill. I'm going for what I want, for my new life, for what I dream. I'm gonna leave the old stuff behind, even if I invested a lot emotionally in those 10 wands. And I'm gonna go for that extra cup or Two of Cups anyway, for what is more out there. And that is going to be my new path opened up in front of me, that here as a King of Wands I will have the courage to do, because I was inspired. Two of Wands. Queen of Wands. With the Ten of Swords again. Really, it's almost like I'm going to leave behind the way I used to things, all the betrayals I had and the hurts and the pain and whatnot. I'm leaving that behind. And I'm jumping into my life because I had a glimpse of my higher self, of who I truly am inside. And I will not be under the shackles of the devil anymore. I am cutting my chains. Now let's look here. You had the Queen of Pentacles. At that point, Queen of Pentacles, under the star there, you know you have what it takes to do whatever. It's self-esteem, self-security, self-value. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Wands, and here is our Ten of Wands. And the Seven of Wands, you see, is holding one wand. And that is like what you desire. We have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, your masculine, your feminine. This is out of pure willpower. You're going to decide to let go of that old cycle that is shackling you and preventing you to rise in happiness. You're like, no, I have what it takes to go for my dreams, to go for my inspiration. I believe in it because I know that the universe loves me. I am in my higher self. So whatever programming that I believed for a while because of that guy, I will just let die. And that is your card here with the devil. You have that capacity to go within and to let transform and die the old wounds that are hindering you. You also have the power to linger in it as much as you want. Scorpio. But you have the power to eliminate what is in your shadow that is actually betraying you and preventing you to rise. Wheel of Fortune, Judgment again. 10 of Wands, Judgment. 10 of Wands, Judgment. Here, 9 of Wands. Instead of being, what's next? It's going to be, what's next? Wheel of Fortune. Changing the cycle, because you will actually have cut your chains. And that's why we have the World. So here, Wounded Warrior, Queen of Sword, Knight of Sword. So here, that new truth within yourself. And under the Queen of Sword and the Knight of Sword, I have the Wheel of Fortune again that peaked itself. That new perception, that new way of seeing things, of analyzing what's in front of you through the wisdom of what you went through and what you understood from your higher self, from your divine feminine, that is going to end the cycle of wands for you. You're going to release a heavy weight that used to drag you down like shackles, like those chains with the devil. You're going to choose to release, because you're going to know that you are worth it, that you have all that it takes, and you're going to know and feel, let yourself feel what your soul and the universe has intent for you, that it is much greater. So you're going to accept to change level. And to change level with the Wheel of Fortune, you have to let go of the past one. And that's what you're going to do. All right. Cutting your chains. I'm going to call it like that for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching the video. And if you can, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I read all the comments. And if you want a private reading, the description is below. There's my address to write to me. Thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. Of course, it helps more than you know. On the new moon and the full moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. And apart from that, I'm going to send you all my love and light for the month of November, my beautiful Scorpios 2020. And I'll see you next month. All right?